Can you see me, please, now?
Yeah, Vijaya, please go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. My name is Vijaya. Um, to start with, actually, I'm a chartered accountant and had 3 years of pre-qualification and 4 years of post-qualification experience. My experience was totally in Gulf countries. So my journey towards the diploma IFRS started with like when we have shifted from Qatar to Oman, and where I have got a gap of 6 years because their expat ladies visas were not given by the Oman government to work there. So there was a gap of 6 years, and again after that from Oman, we have shifted to Bahrain because of my husband's work and all that. So in that point of time, before going for work, I have decided like, let me refresh my subject again and update myself so that it will be like good break for me to get into a job. So that's where I thought to pursue the diploma IFRS. So actually, to start with, this I have enrolled through Eduyush team. So this team helped me a lot in my journey of IFRS, where I have enrolled for June 2020, and because of COVID, it was cancelled at that time, and I had to write in September 2020, and cleared in my first attempt with 71%. So first of all, what I did is like uh, having a clear concept on the subject is more important for you to clear diploma IFRS. It's not like you know the value of this degree. It's not like it is globally accepted degree, and what value it carries in your qualification and what value it carries when you get into the work is like unmatched. Like when you compare with I mean people with people who are not having this qualification. Like now, I mean, now recent CA examinations have also updated their level of concepts and knowledge on par with this globally recognized certifications. So my journey like started with Eduyush, as I have already told you. And next thing is like, uh, first of all, I was like preparing through the papers and all that. And when I have started interpreting the standards, I was like bit confused how to interpret the standard properly, because interpreting the standard is the most important thing to attain the technicality and clarity in the concepts. You cannot just have a reading on the subject and go and attempt the examination. That is what I understood. So understanding the technicality has improved. Like you need to have the two visions. Like you have to do a self study with more clear concepts when you are doing the CA final and all that. Also it might help you, and otherwise go for a coaching. So since I have got a gap of 6 years, so what I thought is, let me have a, self study through Edush, whatever the material they are supplying. And also I have also taken the online coaching from one of the Delhi based lecturer. So this combination has helped me a lot. The quizzes which the Education team and the material in the Google classrooms have also helped me. Like, see, the quizzes are more like it's like CPA standard level questions which they give mostly. What I felt. And the thing is, you also many people think that, yeah, quizzes, these are not of that type of diploma IFRS. There is no point in attempting all these quizzes and all that. You might think like that. And always they make a quote that achieving 80% and above, achieving 85% and above is good score that will help you. At Touchwood, I have never got that score like 85%, 90%. I was always at that 70, 75% range only. But I made sure that I will attempt all the quizzes. I have mostly attempted the quizzes on all the standards. What I felt while answering the quizzes is like my individual clarity, that minute level of clarity has increased when I have started attempting the quizzes. And the next thing is like when you start attempting the number of times, you get the questions from their database which are very random questions. You are in the subject knowledge is like you are increasing a lot of subject knowledge, because to attempt those questions you need to browse a lot, you have to study a lot, you have to understand the concept very clearly. That has increased my level of understanding of the subject very much. So in this way, their Google Classrooms material and their quizzes have helped me a lot. Really, I don't know about other agencies who get students enrolled into the professional courses and give such support. I am really thankful to them in that. And I have also attended a couple of lectures of Vijaya ma'am with regard to consolidation topics and others. What I want to say mainly in clearing the diploma IFRS is like you have to understand the question paper very, very, very clearly. You cannot randomly just go through the standards and try to attempt the examination, because it is a conceptual based question paper. This conceptual based question paper is not like, it is not pointing on single standard. When you get into the consolidation question, you get to see that it covers like sale of subsidiaries, it has associates, it has questions, it has the subtopics with regard to joint ventures, it covers a lot in one question of 25 marks. And in others also, like when you get into the PPE, it might include that changes in foreign currency fluctuations, it might include the fair value standards. It is a consortium of different standards when you get in when you start attempting a single question. So having knowledge in all the standards, most important standards, is very important in clearing the examination. And don't think that I mean, what I understood is never to think that array we could not we are not on that par of 100% of attempting the question, what to do, because it is step by step answering the question paper. If even though you are clear in your concepts at about 80% in answering the question, I think that steps and that clarity what you are putting in the paper is very much helpful in clearing the examination. That is what I understood. And for the last for 15 days of my examination, I have totally focused on preparing for last revising last 10 years of question papers, where you get to understand what pattern they are asking for. And like, at one attempt they ask for a consolidation balance sheet, and for the December attempt they ask for consolidation of profit and loss account. And you get to know what pattern they are asking and how to prepare yourself. And this revising helped me a lot in increasing my speed of attempting the examination. That's for sure, I can say. Consolidation questions I have almost attempted for 2 to 3 times before the examinations, which rapidly increased my speed. And I could say that within 20-25 minutes of my time duration, I have immediately attempted the consolidation question only, and I have cleared. I mean, I did that in 20-25 minutes of the 3 years of examination, where you can, you know, that you will not be completely full-fledged that I know everything and I can attempt everything. That's for sure. You definitely get the tricky questions. So my last choice was on tricky questions, where when my attempt was like in September. So my questions were mainly like hedge accounting, which was of 17 marks, and agriculture, which is of 13 marks. So where I could attempt all the questions except the hedge part, which I was not that sure, because it was a bit of tricky question. But but I was sure that in that 70 marks, which I considered 100%, I was able to attempt 60 to 65% of the paper, because it included PPE part, it included a foreign currency fluctuation part. I was good in that, so I could attempt all that part, and maybe 50% of the hedge part. Um, and even in that case of agriculture also, where I could make only maybe 35 to 40% of that question. But rest of the questions I was damn good, I was damn sure I did very well. And Okay, fine, I could score 71%. Maybe I could have scored much better if I concentrated more on agriculture part. Because I left the agricultural this thing in the questions, I didn't prepare very well on that. I concentrated more on the theory part. thinking that it's not of that important. Maybe they won't ask that one.